Wrestle Story. We discuss all things wrestling, the legend of the past, the superstars of the present, and the trailblazers of the future. We stream every Monday after Raw, every Wednesday after AEW NXT, every Thursday after NXT UK, and every Friday after SmackDown. Can't stay long, have to work in a bit, but what a show. AEW was pretty good.
Yeah, AEW was pretty good tonight. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yes, I agree. They put on a good show. So, yes. In fact, that's what we're going to talk about first here is AEW.
Yes. So, we start off AEW.
How you doing, James?
With the Tag Team Battle Royal. I don't have the list of all the teams that were in this, but it was like the Young Bucks, Santana and Ortiz, what's that team called? Jurassic Express, Best Friends, Hybrid 2, Dark Order. Who else? STU. There were a couple other teams too. I can't remember.
Yes.
Oh, Butcher and Blade were in there too. So it was a whole bunch of teams. The winner gets to fight Omega and Hangman. And guys, I have a tag team name for them. I've deemed them Omegaman because
it's quicker.
Putting it all together, it's easier than saying Hangman, Adam Page, and Kenny Omega.
Yes.
So they have a team name now because I said so. So that's kind of the way it works here. So they get to fight Omegaman at Revolution. So Young Bucks won. I think it really isn't a shock to anybody that the Young Bucks won.
No, because I think this is kind of setting up a split of the Elite.
I thought it was going to come down to Young Bucks and SCU, and then I thought there was also a possibility that maybe Young Bucks and SCU get thrown over at the same time, so then they both go on to fight for the tag titles.
How you doing, Colin?
Just because I thought there was a possibility of that. But Young Bucks won. I was, thoroughly expecting them to win.
Yeah.
From the very beginning.
Yeah, it didn't shock me.
So, Young Bucks get to go to fight Omegaman.
Yes.
At Revolution.
Correct.
How exciting. We then get Chris Statlander versus Shanna. Okay. It's not like this is a bad match, but Shanna needs to.
Interested to see where tag team match goes at Revolution. Yeah, I'm interested to see too because I have a feeling they're gonna split. You're gonna see the split of the whole Elite. I know.
You almost said Undisputed Era.
Almost the split of the Elite.
I mean, we might see a split of the Undisputed Era too, but hey, I mean, we're talking about AEW right now.
Just a statement, so I don't watch AEW. Too many dudes, not enough women. Disgusting.
So, Chris Statlander versus Shanna. I thought this was a decent match. It's not like this was bad. It's just I don't know. I think Shanna needs more in-ring
skills.
Yeah.
Omegaman isn't a thing.
It is now because I said it, and it's now a thing. It's like that, that little poem that Matt Riddle came up with.
Yeah.
You're lucky I'm not going to do it right now, because I've been doing it all evening. And he's like, why are we friends? I'm like, because. Is this ever going to end? Let me answer your question with the poem. Mm-hmm. No, it's never going to end.
Never going to end.
Mm-mm. Nope. So don't you dare. Oh, just you wait. In fact, I don't think you're gonna be around in a little bit when I say it, but I'm going to. So
when you compare it to everything else on the show, it didn't touch everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's very obvious.
AEW is good, definitely.
That Shannon needs more in-ring work. I'm not saying she's bad. I just think she needs
some work.
Some work, yeah. The whole boop, boop, boop.
Yeah, I didn't like that part.
Boop, boop thing. I mean, it's funny to a point, but I feel like AEW, they always throw stuff like that in all the time, so it kind of just makes it not funny and makes it well, this is just goofy, and why are we doing this, So I don't always love those spots. And that was in this match, which made me just kind of go, but it was okay. Chris Statlander won. I think everybody expected Chris Statlander to win this match.
I think my response was, oh, why?
I think so.
Just let them fight. Put on the match.
Yeah.
Not the touch your nose and...
Beat Orange Cassidy. Leave the Orange Cassidy stuff to Orange Cassidy.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
Let's do that.
Chris Statlander's cool. I'll not have you Slider.
I like Chris Statlander a lot. I think she has a lot of potential to be huge in AEW. I think she might be the next champion. But, putting her in matches like this, it's fine. But just don't do all the goofy stuff all the time with her. If you're trying to make her like a serious contender for the title.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
I agree.
So, Chris Statlander won. Neat. We then get a Nyla and Riho recap from last week. Now, I hadn't seen this entire match. I had only seen highlights, and this kind of like highlight.
Nyla Rose.
This highlight thing was cool. Getting to see the spots in the match was cool. Not really that big of a fan of the alien gimmick, but she's good in the ring, I will say that. I think the alien gimmick makes her different and unique, which is why I think so many people are like, I love that gimmick. But I can understand if you don't like it. She needs to be the next women's champ. Well,
I don't think it's happening.
No. It's either going to be Statlander or Baker.
I agree.
One of the two of them. So we get the Nyla and Riho recap. We then get a Nyla Rose interview. She comes out. She says that I should be on all the posters. I should be on the top of the world. I'm going to be the one-time women's champ because no one can step up to me. Statlander then comes out, and so does Big Swole. And they kind of get, Big Swole got into Nyla's face. And then we were left with Statlander and Big Swole kind of staring each other down. So I'm assuming they're probably going to have a match. Maybe. And then that might be like a, hey, you're in the running for like a number one contenders opportunity type of thing. Is what I'm going to assume this is going to lead to. But, I like Big Swole. I think Big Swole is cool.
Yeah.
I like
not Britt,
Statlander.
Absolutely not. Oh, Britt is certain to be champ, unfortunately. You know what? Britt is one that I was not really thrilled about.
In about 3 weeks, she changed our
But
minds.
I think she's gotten better on the mic.
Agreed.
I think the character she's doing right now is really good.
It works for her.
And so I want to see where she's at here in about 3, 4, 5 weeks, or just to see how much more she improves.
Well, we're going to need a women's match set up for the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Right, which is in like 2 weeks.
Well, I figure you'll have like one of these two, Statlander or Big Swole,
one of the two, I suppose.
Are going to be your fighting Nyla Rose. That's my guess.
Yeah, I could foresee that happening. So I thought this was a good segment and like.
Yes, I could see next week having Statlander to like a contender match next week.
So I like the Nyla interview thing. I thought it was good. Nyla got booed, so she's a heel in this situation, and I think it works for her. So super cool. Good segment. Awesome, cool. We then get Jon Moxley versus Jeff Cobb.
Anywho, fly and visit. That's because it's nearly 4 a.m. See you, folks. Night, Colin.
Peace out, Colin. Talk to you later.
Yeah, Britt's got the mic thing down, I think, which is why I said give her about 3 or 4 weeks here to see if she can improve even more in the ring, and then see where it goes. In your opinion, who are you guys? No one wants to see wrestle anymore. Brock Lesnar. Okay, that's just my opinion. How you doing, observing stuff?
I agree, Brock Lesnar. I never want to see Brock Lesnar like wrestle again.
If he would be there more often, and I know he's been there quite a bit to start off this year, but if he was there more often, I would probably be okay with him. Just saying.
No, I'll never be okay with Brock Lesnar.
Who in the blue hell is Jeff Cobb? Well,
Nia Jax, I guess. I don't know.
He came over from, was it Impact?
I thought it was
or
Ring of Honor.
Yeah, it's Ring of Honor.
See, I don't know who he is either. I thought this was like a decent match. Was I like super impressed? No. But, it's okay.
I watched a bit of AEW tonight. When I saw Sammy Guevara guy, I started to think, how did Justin Bieber get younger and taller? I too would like to get younger and taller. It's funny.
That's hilarious. So I don't know. I don't know. Jeff Cobb and Moxley, I thought it was a good match. Did it, like, blow me out of the water? No, I thought, like, because people were like, oh my gosh, Jeff Cobb. I thought I was going to be like, whoa.
He's like Rhino.
This dude is like, whoa, you know? But I really wasn't. But that's okay. Jeff Cobb is really good talent if you watch his New Japan Ring of Honor stuff, which a lot of you didn't.
That's just it. I don't know enough. I thought that was Rhino. Yeah, I mean, he's built like Rhino.
I'm going
good,
before we get to the first
think about,
match.
This is why I've tried to watch more Ring of Honor and more, like, some of Impact just so I can see who some of these guys are that are potentially coming over or potentially could go somewhere else just so I have a clue.
Quick, before Colin leaves. How much fish could Bobby Fish fry if Bobby Fish could fry fish? Woo! There you go. I did it. You're welcome. Thank me later, okay?
All I can say, he's an athletic freak. He is athletic. I will say that.
See, I don't know. I just wasn't like.
I mean, I didn't think it was bad. I mean,
I'm not saying it was
again, we're
bad.
basing this off of one match we've watched.
Exactly, but like everybody was like, oh my gosh, and I was like, oh well, this guy is that good, you know, like this should be fun. Like I should be like, woo, you know. But I don't know. There's just I wasn't like blown out of the water by Jeff Cobb, and again, I suppose this is only his first thing that I've ever seen. But you know. So with some people, it's like, oh my gosh, they're like crazy good, you know?
Yeah.
So then this just wasn't one of those moments. But nevertheless, it was cool.
Have you guys heard of Lance Archer? I've heard of the name.
I've heard of the name too. I don't know who he is though.
But I don't know for sure.
You will pay for that. You want me to do it again? Because
I've never watched a match.
If, you know, I'll do it again. But, you know, whatever. So, Jeff Cobb and Moxley. Inner Circle comes to ringside. They have tickets. They're sitting there. They're hanging out. Moxley won. And then the Inner Circle comes into attack. Dustin then comes down to help. And we get the returning Darby Allin. Some people have it and some people don't. Darby Allin has it. He has the look. He has the skills. He is over with the people. He's incredible in the ring. He does crazy stuff, nearly killing himself, and people love him. I love him. This dude is so good, and like, he's just so good.
Yes.
And
he is awesome.
He has everything. Like I said, some people have it and some people don't. This guy has it.
And he's got a gimmick that nobody else has.
Exactly.
A skateboard.
A skateboard. I mean, yeah, that is true. But he has it, man, and it's so exciting watching him every time. Like,
imagine comparing Lucha Bros to a Lucha House Party. Yeah, I don't think there's a comparison.
So Darby Allin returns, and he pretty much takes out everybody except Jericho, in which he leaves Jericho for Moxley. So that was cool. I'm so excited to see what Darby Allin does in the future. He has it.
What a pop for Allin. I think he's going to beat Guevara, then go for the title. He could honestly win it off Jericho. I could see it. I mean, he's right now, he's got the crowd behind him. People love him. And I think he's good. I think, yeah, definitely. He's definitely over. No doubt about it.
He's amazing. Like I said, he does all the death-defying things in the ring. He's got the interesting gimmick. He has the skills.
Yeah, definitely.
And he's amazing. Like, it's just insane. And so I am very excited to see where Darby Allin goes in AEW, because I think this year is going to be big for him.
Yeah.
Like, huge.
Yeah.
I think he's going to have huge things happen.
Yeah.
So we then get Lucha Bros versus Omegaman for the tag team championships. Omegaman retains, so they're going to fight the Young Bucks.
Yes.
How exciting.
Which we kind of expected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were a lot of near falls in this match, and it was pretty good. Not gonna lie. You know, some of those spots in the top rope with the Lucha Bros are like,
yeah.
You know, it's like, I don't know how you do that. I don't know how you walk on the ropes.
They're pretty athletic.
And then take the guy out.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's insane. So this was a fun match, and I did enjoy this one. We then get a video with Wicked Cool Toys. They have action figures coming out. I'm so excited. So excited. They have a Cody, a Jericho, Young Bucks, Kenny, Omega, and Brandy. Those are the ones that they revealed today, and I'm so excited.
Yes, it's pretty cool.
They're going to have a wrestling ring.
Yes.
Guys, if you couldn't tell, we kind of...
Yeah, it's just part of it.
This is a quarter of everything we have, but this is we kind of have action figures. So I am so excited for these AEW ones to come out. Yeah, I cannot wait for an MJF figure. You have no idea.
I think that'd be cool.
How excited I am for an MJF figure, because there was already a template of one shown.
Yeah.
He posted a picture or whatever, so they have one that they're gonna make, but I just cannot wait. I'm so excited. The Cody figure is really cool too. He has the sledgehammer.
Yeah.
He was like, people are gonna go nuts over this. And he's not kidding. I am so freaking excited for these action figures.
Yeah, definitely. It's gonna be cool.
I'm so excited. You have no idea.
Yeah, definitely.
So then we get the main event.
To answer your question, Clark, I think there's some old guys that could still wrestle. Because some of them didn't really wrestle. They just kind of put on a show. So I think some of them could do okay with just putting on a show.
Sure. We then have the main event, which was insane.
I thought it was cool.
This was honestly amazing. Honestly amazing. Wardlow versus Cody in a steel cage match. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow. So, very close to the beginning of this match, Cody got busted open. He got thrown into the cage, and he just, started bleeding. And so that was cool. And, if Cody didn't win, he didn't get the match with MJF at the pay-per-view in 2 weeks, which would suck. Walk, walk, walk. But Cody did a freaking crazy moonsault off the top of the cage, and it was so high.
The sell was pretty nice.
It was so high, and Cody just, jumped off of it, and he just, woo! It was so good.
AEW's main event was very good. They could have done without the blood. It was intense enough without it. He could have at least raked his face across the cage to make it dramatic. Yeah, I agree. But I don't. He might have really cut himself.
I think he really cut himself because it happened during the commercial break.
Not necessarily planned, but it might have been. I don't know.
It happened during the commercial break.
I really enjoyed the main event, but thought the tag match was outstanding. The tag match was really good. The main event was good just because of the way they did it. I love the whole MJF coming over and telling Arn when Cody was hanging out of the ring or out of the door. Arn's telling or MJF's telling Arn, go ahead, hit him like you did his old man. And
then MJF got a
Arn
face
hits
full
him
of
with
the cage.
the door.
It was really good. This whole thing was so very good, and I loved it.
Oh yes.
This MJF and Cody feud
AEW and
is
NXT
really
both
good.
had good main events, and I think that I do think the AEW's
was better.
Was better.
I agree with that.
And the MJF and Cody feud is really good, definitely, and they're doing it without having them wrestle each other every week.
Exactly.
Which is what's awesome. So I think that's pretty cool.
Arn Anderson, I don't watch too much AEW, so Arn surprised me being there, and he beat up the Scarf Dude.
Arn's been there a couple times, and Scarf Dude is awesome.
Scarf Dude.
Pretty sure it was Blade because of the distraction. Arn was awesome with a great callback to when he turned on Dusty. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I wonder if he's going to turn on Dustin at some point in time.
Dustin?
What is it? Cody. Or Cody, sorry. Is Revolution still 2 weeks away?
February 29th.
February 29th.
So it is.
I had to check our screen here
from
up,
today?
Up top here where we got stuff like.
Today's
across.
the 19th, so there's.
Yeah, it's 10 days away.
10 days, so that's exciting.
Yeah.
Very exciting. Yeah, I don't know all the new names in AEW, as you can tell. I know Arn, though.
I will tell you, learn MJF. Scarf Dude.
Scarf Dude, MJF.
Yes. I gotta sleep. You guys are amazing. Stay smiling, friends. Hey, thanks. Give me a whole yeah. If you guys have, hey, for those of you that are in here, if you haven't give me a whole yeah podcast a follow, go follow them. They rock.
Yes, they rock. So very much. So, this main event was just insane, and I thought it was so good. And there was a spot where Brandy was trying. MJF was getting upset because Cody was taking out Wardlow, and then Brandy got a chair and started hitting MJF in the back, and he got down and he was like, "You want me to hit you? You want me to hit you?" And then Arn took him out and threw him into the crowd, and I thought it was really good. Honestly, I would pay good money to watch.
Later, give me a whole yeah.
I would pay good money to watch MJF and Brandy, have them like do something further with them, because I think that could be cool too, to get, get at Cody while still, not getting at Cody,
Yeah.
So.
MJF is going to be a star, or he is a star. He's going to be a star. And and he's in two promotions, like biggest star in two different promotions that are like that you could watch, every week. I'd pay more to have MJF versus Arn Anderson in a promo. Yeah, definitely. I think it'd be good. Remember when WWE would have cage ladder TLC matches on brand shows? Petrie Farms remembers.
So that was all of AEW. It was really, really good, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought the entire show was very good. We then have NXT. We start off NXT with Undisputed Era. Adam Cole comes out. He says, "I did everything I said I would." He then says, "Roddy also will do everything, he says he will do."
That screen reminds me of how Maven does.
Thanks. He then says Roddy will also do what he said he will tonight. And then Dream shows up-ish. He was on the screen, but he wasn't on the screen. It was like a...
Shows up-ish.
Up-ish.
This source should do it AEW on AEW Dynamite. Take my money. Yeah, I think we're probably going to see that.
He showed up-ish. It was like on the screen, and it was like his face or whatever. His glowing face, but it wasn't him. And he's, talking about how, why don't you be a real man and leave your boys behind and take care of business. Whoa, what? I don't know English. Take care of business on your own. And it was a decent opening segment. Okay. I will say NXT tonight I thought was good. Do I think it was as good as it generally is? No, not really, because always after the shows for TakeOver, they're generally not that great. This is better than they used to be, but it wasn't as good as it generally is.
I think the one thing about tonight's NXT is if you watched both...
There really weren't a whole bunch of superstars on NXT tonight, like there generally are.
If you watch both NXT and AEW, if you're going to base it off what AEW did tonight, then yeah, NXT didn't look as good.
Yeah, that too. So that was the opening segment. We then got the first match was Lio Rush versus Jordan Devlin for the Cruiserweight Championship. This is actually a decent match. I did like this. Jordan Devlin retained. So I don't know what they do with Rush now. Because, he came back to be the Cruiserweight Champ, and he was the Cruiserweight Champ for 2 minutes, and then they put it on Angel Garza.
Yeah,
and then they had their feud, and now he's here.
No
so, clue. I don't know what they do with him now.
Yeah.
I have no clue.
I have no clue either.
We then get a Dakota and a Raquel Gonzalez interview. Raquel says no one has had Dakota's back. I've been sitting in the PC.
Dakota Reeves is more over than Dana Brooke now.
That is sad, but that is true.
Yeah, it is true.
she says no one has had Dakota's back. And I was sitting in the Performance Center, not being used, and I'm tired of it. So I came and I helped Dakota. And now she does have somebody who has her back. Regal then comes over and says, you know what? You guys are untouchable at this moment in time, but how about in 2 weeks? No, not how about. In 2 weeks, Dakota and Tegan will fight again in a steel cage where, Raquel, you're not able to get in. So that's that. So we're getting Dakota and Tegan in a steel cage match in 2 weeks. It should be really good. I'm excited for it. It should be fun. Should be a fun match.
We'll see what happens next week, Elijah. I mean, they're getting ready to do their pay-per-views, so next week's AEW might be good, too.
It might be. We then get a Rhea interview from after TakeOver. She's essentially just like, oh yeah, Charlotte attacked me. Thanks, Cassie. We know. Like, blah, 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 blah. I'm leaving now. Bye, bye, bye. And so...
Bet she gets in anyway?
Okay.
Possibly.
Okay.
Either that or she gets attacked by Candace.
Okay. So, Rhea. I just want to talk about her for a minute because it's not that I don't like Rhea anymore, but it's just I'm not as into her as I was.
Yeah, I could see that. She's been champion for, what, 4 weeks?
It has nothing to do with her being champion or anything.
Way too long.
But I feel like the build-up of her taking the title off of Shayna was so very good. And everybody was so hyped to see her take the belt off of Shayna, which I think helped her. But now it's kind of like, I don't know. You got to do something else with her. Like, because I'm not saying she's bad right now, but I'm just not as into her as I was when she was getting the push to take the title off of Shayna. It was probably because I hate Shayna, and I just wanted the title off of Shayna more than anything.
Cody saw NXT TakeOver. He said, "Oh no, we got to make this an AEW pay-per-view."
But now with Bianca, and she's getting her huge push, like I'm really into Bianca, and I was kind of like, I know I said this. I know I said I don't want to see the triple threat at WrestleMania, and I really don't. But I would really like to see the title put on Bianca. I kind of love her now. And, like...
I'm fine with her winning the title. I just don't want her to win it in a triple threat match.
Well,
I hate triple threat matches.
Get ready, bub. Just you hold on.
I hate triple threat matches for titles.
Just you wait until we get to the Bianca segment. We'll get there. But I kind of love Bianca now. And I don't know. It might also not be helping Rhea that she's fighting Charlotte. And I'm just not super interested in that, I guess. I don't know. It'll be a good match, and I'm not saying it's gonna be a bad match, but I'm not as into it as I am other things. Like they just gotta do something else with Rhea to make me like go, oh my gosh, I'm so invested in you again. You know?
I hate any triple threat match that has to do with the title. Just because you always have someone that's laying outside the ring for like 35 minutes and
who is
then
Bayley
you just have
facing
basically
at
two
Mania?
fighting each other anyway, so.
Who's Bayley facing at Mania? I think she's going to fight Naomi. And I think Naomi's going to take the title off of Bayley at WrestleMania.
I would agree.
That's what I think's going to happen. Because
Charlotte versus Rhea versus Belairs can be Shawn Michaels versus Benoit versus Triple H. No decision on Belairs win it. I just don't like triple threat matches. That's probably where we're headed. I don't like triple threat matches for titles.
Yeah.
Bayley is a face bugger. Sasha.
So,
Bayley's going to face Sasha.
I don't think that's happening.
That's what I'm saying. Belairs is more believable than Rhea, and she's over. I don't know.
Okay, okay. I think what makes me so interested in Bianca.
Sasha's too busy doing Star Wars shows.
What has made me so interested in Belairs, and it's made me really like her, is her personality. And the fact that she goes out there and she's all like, sorry, what? Like, excuse me? And it just makes me really like her because it comes off very funny, but also like very like, what? You know? And I that's very entertaining to watch. And I think Rhea has...
I think either one. I think Belair versus Charlotte or Rhea versus Flair. Charlotte would be good.
I'm not...
Maybe Belair can face Charlotte and Rhea can face Flair.
I don't want to say...
See, I did that.
Yeah, haha. I don't want to say that Rhea doesn't have the charisma or the personality, but I'm just not getting any of that anymore. Like, I feel like for a while there, you know, we were showing off a lot of her personality and a lot of her charisma and everything. And now I feel like we're not getting so much of that, which has just kind of made me go, I like Belair more now. And so I'm a little disappointed.
Part of that has to do with once you're the champion, you're not trying to build up to being...
Which I get and I understand, but I don't want things to, like... I liked what they were doing with her. It wasn't even because she was fighting for the championship or anything that she had so much charisma and personality. She just did. And now I feel like we're not seeing so much of that now that she is champ. And I don't... Bianca has charisma and talent. That's what great wrestlers are made of.
Yes, definitely.
I agree. Bianca is... She's very good.
She's got really long hair, too.
I had really long hair at one point.
All champions are made with really long hair. Check out Hulk Hogan.
So, I don't know. I'll talk more on this situation of Bianca, Charlotte, and Rhea in a bit.
Did you get that?
What?
Never mind.
Oh, check out Hogan?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's, you know.
He was bald.
But he has longer hair.
Watch the Sasha complain about Women's Revolution one more time. Yeah. Well, turning your back on Rhea, this is fast. Rhea's great. I agree. Rhea's awesome.
I'm not saying Rhea's not awesome. I'm just saying I think Bianca's better at this point.
She went out. I think she was doing some rapping, but she's also been in. There's rumors.
She's in the Mandalorian.
That she's in the Mandalorian season 2. Mm-hmm. So she's probably been doing some filming.
That's what I think. Honestly, if it were me, I wouldn't be passing that up either. So I'd be like, sorry guys, I just came back, but I just got this offer. And, well, you see, it's more exposure to me, and so I'm not turning it down.
R-Truth made a rap song recently, but R-Truth can do everything because he's awesome. He's definitely.
So,
Rhea's a good wrestler, no doubt about it. It's like, no.
I'm not saying she's not, guys. I'm just saying.
You just lost interest in her.
I just don't have that much interest in her anymore. I don't know.
She's doing Baywatch.
I just don't have as much interest in Rhea as I did a couple months ago.
Yeah.
I think they've built Bianca up very well, and she has a lot of personality, and I'm just more entertained by her right now.
Okay.
I switch and change. That's okay. Last week I liked Johnny Gargano. This week, not so much.
Take the title away from him.
So we then get Austin Theory versus nobody knows. Because Ciampa comes out. It didn't even spell Ciampa. Jeez. Yes. Ciampa comes out and he says NXT TakeOver Portland.
R-Truth has a 24 special on 27th. Well, they would have been better if they would have put it on the 24th. But yeah, that's cool. Fun fact, R-Truth met Tupac.
Fun.
That's your opinion. Take care of business.
Ciampa comes out and says NXT TakeOver Portland. Austin then comes over to him and Ciampa's like, I'm telling you, man, not tonight. Don't do it. Leave me alone. Go away. I'm just out here for a second. I'll be out of your hair in a minute. Don't do this. You don't want to mess with me. He continues. He says, maybe I should have seen this coming. I was so focused on getting Goldie back, I forgot about my surroundings. I could spend all my time asking, why, Johnny, why? But Johnny and I both know why. Theory then tries to hit Ciampa. Ciampa's like, well, pow! Knocks him out. Then he beats him up.
He went, well, pow.
And this was fun. This was a fun segment.
R-Truth's a pretty cool guy.
He is. He's so cool that Brock Lesnar wants to work with him.
Yes.
Like, Brock has asked.
Yeah.
He's tried to find, if he's like, well, we could do this and do a segment, like this. That's how cool R-Truth is.
Yeah.
Brock doesn't want to work with anybody but R-Truth.
Yeah. I think he liked doing the lighter thing that he did with him before. That's why I don't just next champ just hear this theme you see. Yeah. Yeah, Brock likes R-Truth. That's awesome. I think it's
Brock
I think
doesn't like a lot of people, so.
Well, I think a lot of it is because Brock has to have this, or is seen as this big, I'm going to destroy you. Where I thought what he did with R-Truth was pretty cool. That segment they had. Yeah, he ended up destroying him.
But I agree with that.
Before he destroyed him, he kind of seemed like he was having fun with what he was doing.
Fun little segment.
Yeah.
So, I thought this Austin Theory.
A lot of people don't like Brock either.
I thought this Austin Theory Ciampa thing was decent. It sucks for Austin Theory, though, because Austin Theory has been there for 5 minutes, and he's had, 3 matches on TV, and he's from, doing the Evolve stuff, and he was a huge star there.
Well, here, I'm beginning to think that this is kind of what they do with all their, people they sign.
He was a huge star, in Evolve, and people were like, oh my gosh, he signed to NXT, this is going to be so good for him, it's so exciting. And then this is what they've done with him and stuff like this. He fought Roddy, and I'm pretty sure he lost to Roddy.
Yep.
He had another match against some nobody, which I think he won. But then you put him in this segment with Ciampa, and Ciampa just beat the crap out of him. What does that say about Austin Theory?
Yeah.
It doesn't. I don't know. Because I think. Here's what I think. When Gargano, when Ciampa, when Cole, when Dream, when they're gone, Austin Theory will be them. He will be one of them.
Yeah.
He will be one of the 4 big stars, 5 big stars that they have on the show. That's always in rotation for the championship. He's going to be like what Ricochet was. He's going to be like what Aleister Black was. They were the huge stars. And when they got moved over, they, there was a spot open for building up a brand new big star. Currently, the 2 huge stars that I feel like they've built up a lot and that have gotten themselves over are Keith Lee and Dominik Dijakovic.
Yeah.
They're going to be the next 2 when, Gargano and Ciampa decide that they're done with NXT and they're going over. Keith Lee and Dijakovic will take their spots. When Adam Cole says, I'm going to Raw, Austin Theory will take his spot.
Yeah.
If Austin Theory's built up correctly. In which I think they could do if they just use him differently. So, I think it sucks for Austin Theory right now. But I think there are big things down the road for him. Because, like I said, when Gargano or Ciampa or Adam Cole leave, that will become Theory's spot. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
That sounds like fun, James. We're supposed to have snow next week.
My YouTube friend was talking about Triple H saying Johnny Gargano is the modern day Shawn Michaels. He had a good laugh over that, and I did too.
I would say that Adam Cole is probably more like Shawn Michaels.
I agree. I think Adam Cole is the new Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
The modern day Shawn
I would
Michaels.
say that Adam Cole is probably closer to Shawn Michaels than Johnny Gargano.
Chum says he's not going to the main roster.
I don't blame him.
See, that's what I'm saying. Though. I know he said he's not doing it, not because he doesn't want to go to the main roster. It's because
I think NXT is
he
the main
said
roster
something
now.
about the hours or whatever.
I
and he just can't do all the traveling on the road. Like, he can't do that. And so he'd be done if they got, he got asked to be put on the main roster. He'd just be like, no, sorry, I want a backstage role instead.
Well, I don't think you need to be on the main roster now.
I definitely agree. But, what I'm saying, I'm not saying, Johnny Gargano's being moved to the main roster. Adam Cole's being moved to the main roster. I'm just saying, when they're done, and when they've had their, fun time in the sun.
I did not see Raven at AEW tonight. Did you see him?
No. There are new superstars that will be built up to take their spots in years to come. And I think Austin Theory is one of them. So... sucky segment for him right now, but like I said, I think there are big things down the road for this kid.
You said you saw Scooby-Doo, though, right?
Yeah, Scooby-Doo was there.
Was God there?
No. He was there last
Just
week.
Scooby-Doo?
Just Scooby-Doo. He came 2 weeks in a row. So.
Oh, I didn't tell you this, guys. I saw Austin Aries backstage at AEW. Yes.
Ciampa should take Finn Balor's spot and Finn should go back to Raw or SmackDown. See, I don't know about that. I like Finn Balor on NXT, but Finn Balor's next. He had a little promo segment. on tonight's show, just essentially talking about, wait till you see what I have planned next week. I don't know, guys. I like this Finn Balor, but I almost feel like him on his own, like, if he wants to do the whole, like, Bullet Club thing, whatever, I think he needs AJ and the dudes.
Yeah.
So I feel like he should go back to Raw and do it over there. Because then they could do the Bullet Club versus the Messiahs. And if they wanted to do it on NXT, they could have done AJ and OC and Finn on Undisputed Era in a feud. Like, there are many things they could do with him. And, like, I don't know.
John was being treated like a modern day Triple H. Push, buried talents. I don't know. I think some of the stuff they've done with him has been fair. Jordan Grace is the new Knockouts champ after wrestling for 10 years.
Finn is good on NXT too. He's good everywhere, but I want him to have matches against people like AJ Murphy and Alistair. I agree. I think that is what sucks about him being on NXT is there's so many matchups that he isn't gonna have now with people that he could have been fighting all this time when he was on Raw and SmackDown, but they chose not to do that and they treated him like a joke and had him lose to Lashley 45 weeks in a row.
The thing about it is, I think that I don't think Finn wants to be on the main roster because I think he was there was nothing left for him to do because he was kind of pushed to the side, kind of like a lot of the wrestlers feel.
I agree with that. I think that could totally be his thought process on, I was a huge star when I came up. I was Universal Champ for 2 minutes because I messed up my shoulder or my leg or whatever the heck it was. I don't even remember. I think it was a shoulder. And he was out for a while there. And then when he came back, he wasn't put back in that same spot. He was treated as a mid-card guy. And then he was just kind of put on the back burner for a long time.
Well, being a mid-card guy is fine. He's just put like you said, put on the back burner. And
he was a mid-card guy, and then he was put on the back burner, and then they brought him back as a mid-card guy, but he was a joke in the mid-card guy division because he kept getting beat by Lashley.
Yeah. Which
is like, dude, come on. Week after week after week, it was always the same thing. And it was just like, I think he was probably tired of it. He was like, well, this is stupid. I don't understand why I'm doing this. And, went to NXT.
Yeah.
So, I think it was the best move for him.
Send Apollo Crews to AEW as a heel. Boom. Yeah, I'd be cool with that. I'd like to see Dana Brooke go back to NXT because I think she'd get more over there than she does on the main roster.
It's not even about getting her more over. It's just she needs to build a character and she needs more in-ring skills.
You can do some stuff with her there to get her over.
So we then have Raul Mendoza and Joaquin Wilde versus the Grizzly Young Veterans. The Grizzly Young Vets are sticking around NXT for a bit. They won this match. They then cut a promo. They say, we are Grizzly Young Veterans, and we are here to take over NXT, soon to be called the world's #1. So, should be fun. There should be a threat in the tag team division. Should be fun.
Yeah.
I've never been a huge fan of the Grizzly Young Veterans, but I think over the last couple weeks, they've really, shown they have very good wrestling skills.
Yes, definitely.
And I'm beginning to warm up to them.
Next NXT UK guys at NXT, of course. Yes.
So that was cool. We then get the Broserweights versus Lorcan and Birch. Riddle gets on the mic and he makes a joke before they go on, and I thought this was really funny. He says the Dusty Cup partied a little too hard after the victory at TakeOver, and it's been suspended for 30 days because of the wellness policy. I know, it's kind of a thing around here. And then he gets cut off, and Lorcan and Birch come out. I thought this was hilarious.
I don't know where Tony is. Maybe she's back at NXT UK.
Tony Storm?
Yeah.
Is it NXT UK because she has an I Quit match with Kaylee Ray?
That's what I thought.
I don't know how long. I don't know when the I Quit match is. But, yeah, that's what's happening there. I don't get why can't Paul do this with Raw and SmackDown?
I agree.
Raw guys, come to SmackDown.
I would like to see it. I would like to see both, like vice versa. I'd like to see Raw guys go to SmackDown. I'd like to see SmackDown guys go to Raw, and I think it'd make it a lot more interesting.
See, I think the issue with this is...
I don't know.
The issue with this is...
Gone. Missing.
Well, she broke her nose a couple weeks
MIA.
ago. She was back at a live event, though, and nobody really cares where Aaliyah is, though, because she's not very good. No Aew again. Because she has a knee injury.
Yeah,
she's still injured.
She's still crippled.
She has a knee injury. She got in a match with Toni Storm like 4 weeks ago. So she's out. I don't know how long she'll be out for. Future Pete Dunne heel turn. He already has a heel set. Nope. If they're gonna do this, Matt Riddle's gonna turn on Pete.
Yeah, I don't think
that's what I think is gonna happen because Matt's all like, bruh, let's have some fun, I think he'll be the one to turn.
I think so too.
That's what I think they should do. And so I thought the whole thing at the beginning with the Dusty Cup party too hard and he's been suspended for 30 days. I thought it was really funny, kind of taking a dig at some of the wrestlers that have, gotten suspended recently. I thought it was funny. So the Broserweights win, It was cool. Love this. Matt Riddle's already a heel to me. I love the Broserweights. They're so great. I love them. We then get Forgotten Sons. Okay then, guys.
They were forgotten, and then they showed up.
So they had a little video that was put out on Twitter, and they essentially said, all right, Grizzly Young Veterans, you want to hang around here and insult America? Then fine. We'll fight you. I'm like, guys, this is the route you're taking with your gimmick? Okay, then. I'd rather the Forgotten Sons stay forgotten. That's what I would prefer. But, whatever. Cool. Honestly, there was a time, a couple months ago, that I was like, Jackson Riker, I think, is going to get a push for the NXT Championship. And I think he might win it.
I need Matt in AEW hurry up version 1.
No, not so much.
Him versus MJF would be awesome.
No, I'm just not so...
It'd be more the build-up to it than, the match. I expect the Forgotten jokes. They were still funny. Yeah.
The Forgotten Sons need to go away. They really do. There's nothing about them that's interesting. There's literally not... Just nothing.
They're okay.
I don't like them.
Where's Brody Lee coming to AEW? Not sure.
I don't like the Forgotten Sons. I really don't. And I just have no use for them.
Yeah.
I don't find them entertaining.
Gimmick change into the Remembered Sons. That'd be funny.
No, it wouldn't, because they'd still be on TV.
And then they, instead of having the biker-looking outfit, they get on the leather jackets like people that ride crotch rockets, and then they're the Remembered Sons.
I'm good. They can stay forgotten. So we then get Keith Lee. Keith Lee gets ready to speak, but before he says anything, Kona Reeves comes out. And he gets taken out in 0.2 seconds, man. Keith then goes, ring the bell, and they have their match, and he gets pinned right away, and so that was awesome. So Dijakovic then comes out. He says, Keith, I'm sorry. I'm not ready to move on yet. You and I both know I had you beat at TakeOver.
Forgot Sons should be Bray's puppets.
I had you beat. Keith then goes, if. That's all I hear coming out of your mouth. You can say, if this happened, you would have won. Well, the fact of the matter is, I won. Okay? I won, not you. So, stop. Then he goes, every time we get in the ring, these people always say, fight forever. Fight forever. So, if you can talk Regal into it, I'm always down for a fight. I'm so excited. They're going to have another match.
Yeah, probably.
I'm so excited. It's going to be so good.
I think Killer Cross can make the Forgotten Sons dangerous.
No. It would just kill Killer Cross. That's what it would do. So, don't do that.
He would just get buried.
He would get buried and then he would get killed. Then
And then the Forgotten
he will not be
Sons.
the Killer Cross. He will be the Killed Cross. That is what he will be.
He'll be the Forgotten Cross.
Let's
they would
not.
change his name.
Okay.
I need a scream coming.
Let's not do that. Okay. So, I'm excited for another Dijakovic Keith Lee match because these are two guys that will always fight each other. When in doubt, you have these two guys fight each other. Because every single time, it's so good. It's not like Roman and Corbin 47 weeks in a row. That sucks.
The Lost Cross.
Okay?
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
That sucks. Corbin and Roman 45 weeks in a row. But this is good. You could put this match on 45 weeks in a row and nobody would care. Because
Well, I think at some point in time you
it's
get tired
always
of it.
good.
You have to have, well, the match is good, but you have to have a storyline to go with it.
You might, but all the people at NXT are always into the matches. And every time
you have to have a story to go with it.
these guys get in the ring with one another, they always have good matches. And this is a match that I don't think anybody will ever get tired of. And I love it, and I can't wait to watch them fight again.
Yeah, they're good.
Epic.
I agree. They do a good job.
It's gonna be
Every time they have a match there, it's been good. What if Ryback shows up on AEW? How will y'all feel about that? I would love it, James. I think you're about to see over the next 3 months, maybe 6 months, you're going to see several people from WWE possibly showing up on...
Hey, Zandel, what's up?
Hey, Zandel, I'm surprised that you showed up since you've become, famous now. Just giving you a hard time, Zandel. Just don't forget us little people when you become famous. Alright?
Getting those DMs from, Davey Boy Smith Jr.
Yeah.
And, the Von Erichs.
Yes. I was beginning to think Zandel was, too good for us now. It's he's moved on. Doesn't Ryback injure people besides the one redeeming time he saved someone? Sin Cara, I think. Yeah. Yeah.
So, after this, we have Chelsea Green versus Kaden Carter. This match is going. This match is, whatever. I was like...
Never too good.
I don't... Kaden Carter's pretty good in the ring. And I really like her, and I think she could be a huge star. Chelsea Green just, okay, she might be a big star too, but she hasn't had the best track record in the last, couple times she's been in the ring. So this match was going, and it was whatever. And then Bianca comes out, okay? Bianca just comes out in the middle of the match, and she's like, I'm not here to cause any problems, okay? I'm not here to cause any problems. Just let me say what I gotta say, and I'll be out of here, okay? She says, I told you. Girl, you don't even go here. Now I want you here, okay? Charlotte Flair, I do not care if it's here or there, but I am going to whoop that ass. So, Bianca she's not playing games. And this is why she is so good.
She is good.
And this is why I want to see her win the championship.
I'm cool with winning.
Because she called out Charlotte, this is what I foresee going down. Charlotte answers this Monday. She says, Bianca, no. Or Bianca, no. I don't have any problem with you, okay? I pushed you out of the way. You're to the side now. You have nothing to do with this. And then I think Bianca's going to attack her.
She might.
That's what I think's going to happen. Then from there, I don't know where we go. Yes, I do. Because then Charlotte's going to be all like, oh, no, you did not. You did not just attack me. I can't even believe you. I'm the queen. You better bow down. Ha, 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 ha. And then Bianca's going to be like, I don't care. You and me have a match. If I win, I get added to the match at WrestleMania, and I get a shot at the NXT Women's Championship.
She doesn't deserve it. Charlotte does.
Then Charlotte will be all like, fine, but you will not win because I am the queen. And Bianca will be like, mm-mm-mm. And then Bianca will be all like, 1, 2, 3. And then she's going to be added to the match at WrestleMania. And then she's going to go to WrestleMania. And then she's going to be all like, 1, 2, 3. And then she's going to win the title. That's how this is going to go down.
Yeah, and I'm going to go, this is stupid.
I will not. I'll be saying, you know what? I didn't want the triple threat. But
yeah,
I might have since then changed my mind because I really like Bianca.
No, I still don't care.
And I would really like to see her win the title.
Still don't care.
Well, that is okay, but I do care.
Yeah.
So.
You want to hair whip James? You want to hair whip James?
So, I think that's the way it goes down.
That might.
What does everybody else think? I'm pretty sure Bianca is going to attack Charlotte on Raw this week because Charlotte's going to be all like, no. Sorry, sister. I'm done with you.
Might.
And Bianca's
See what happens.
Like,
See what happens.
And Charlotte's going to be all like, ah.
Yeah, I'm sure Charlotte's going to go, oh.
Maven is a referee confirmed. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Oh, kick out at 2. 1. Oh. 1, 2. Oh.
You've already made this match go too long.
1, 2, 3.
Thank you.
So, that was that. With then Chelsea Green. She won. I promise it's gonna be a triple threat. They're still gonna have Charlotte Flair win. I'm gonna be mad. Yeah, they better not have Charlotte win.
I hope
because
it's not a triple threat.
Only answer,
matches for titles.
The only answer to this dilemma is you put Bianca in the match and she wins the title. That is the only way this ends well.
Okay.
I'm just saying. Like, it doesn't make any sense for Charlotte to win the title. She's gonna stay on Raw. Everybody knows it. So why have her win the NXT Championship? It doesn't make any sense.
She might not. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, there has been talk of how Charlotte isn't very happy with the way that she's been used on Raw.
Yeah.
That is true. So, I mean, I guess if she wins the NXT title, I won't be shocked, but I'll be a little bit upset.
So. See what happens.
Okay, I might be a lot upset if she wins the title.
Again, we'll see what happens.
Bianca is the only answer. I'm just saying. So we then get the main event. Velveteen Dream versus Roddy Strong. Dream wins, and then Roddy and the Era attack after. Okay, guys. So, a little bit ago, I was talking about Rhea, and how I'm not so into her anymore. Okay? I hate to say this.
Ricochet's not beating Brock. I don't think you have to worry about that.
Guys, I hate to say this. I hate that these words are about to come out of her mouth. But I'm kind of just a teeny bit, little bit, very tiny bit over the Undisputed Era.
What?
The Undisputed.
Nobody can hear you.
That's the point. The Undisputed Era.
Oh.
I love them though. Like.
Yeah, we know you're over them. They've been around for a lot longer than.
No, I love them.
Rhea Ripley, so they're like in your back. Your rearview mirror.
I love them, and I love Adam Cole because I think he's so great. But like, I think it's more so I'm just tired of like the Undisputed Era attacks. You know, because I feel like this.
They're a clan, dude.
I get it. Can you let me explain, please?
You live together, you fight together, you die together.
Can you let me explain, please and thank you?
Sorry. Why did nobody help?
See, that's what sucked about this segment is like, Velveteen Dream just came back. He won. And that was great. But then Roddy and the Era attacked him after. And it's like, I don't know. It just kind of ruined the moment for him, which sucks because this is his like first match back. And this is what you do. I understand why we did it, but like I wish they had it because I wish Dream would have gotten like
Maven thinks the Era is a modern day Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, whatever. But I wish. Why did no one help Velveteen?
Who would help him?
Because doesn't the UE attack a bunch of people? Ciampa? If Ciampa's still like upset with Cole.
Ciampa's in the dressing room.
I don't know.
He was getting a shower.
Riddle and Dunn just had a huge thing with them, you know. How much fish could Bobby Fish fry if Bobby Fish could fry fish, you know? They had their whole thing. And so, like, why would they not come help Dream? Like, that just doesn't make any sense. Like,
well, I think it was, well...
I don't know. It made me a little upset and made me feel a little bit bad for Dream just because, like, this was his returning moment.
The thing is, this is how you build it up, okay?
I know, and I get it, and I understand that.
He's against the world. He's against the Undisputed Era, so you don't have anybody come help him.
Didn't Velveteen come back saving someone? Yeah, he helped save Ciampa and Riddle and Dunn. That's who he helped, so it would have made sense for them to come out. But I don't know. It just made me kind of look at it and go, I love the Undisputed Era. Don't get me wrong. I love them. I love Adam Cole. So great. I will always love him. He's awesome. But, like, it just, in this moment, I was just like, ugh, this sucks
the thing is,
for Dream because this was, like,
but this is how
returning match, and I understand that. I understand it's how you make the storyline. It's how you make it better. But, like, let Dream have his moment. Like, he just won, and I don't know. It just felt like a little, like, Undisputed Era in your face, you know?
Hogan was on SmackDown. He got some boos, but, like, for the most part, I felt that, at least from listening to the crowd.
Velveteen did great, and I think this was an overall push for him. He won the match despite the attempted interference. I agree with that. And then it was just the beatdown at the end that I was just kind of like, ugh.
I think it's all part of, you know, it's Tim versus, you know, the whole Undisputed Era. It's kind of a, like...
Somebody said, in my opinion, NXT needs... I'm reading a tweet. Someone, Ryan Satan. He said, in my opinion, NXT needs their next big program. Not sure Gargano and Ciampa in reverse is quite it, though. People will hate to hear this, but I think the ace in the hole is Kyle O'Reilly turning babyface and feuding with Adam Cole / Undisputed Era.
Well, we've been saying it's going to happen.
I wouldn't be opposed to that, though. I think it's probably going to be Roddy that turns. Maybe. But maybe not. But I would love Kyle O'Reilly because he is just naturally funny. And I think it would be a fun thing for him. But I agree. I think there's just something missing on NXT right now. Like a huge feud.
Yeah.
And they just really have that missing because it was Adam Cole and Ciampa. And now that that's over, and I don't think we're going to go back to that right now because we're doing the whole Gargano and Ciampa thing. Like, they need something else huge.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
I think what they're doing right now is okay. See, the problem with, again, this is the problem with wrestling fans. Wrestling fans now, attention spans are like, you know, if it's not happening in the next 5 minutes, this sucks. If things don't change in the next 5 minutes, this sucks. Where it used to be, you drew out a storyline, you made a storyline last until the next pay-per-view, and, you know, it may take 2 months before the next pay-per-view happens. And you draw the storyline out. And now wrestling fans want everything done, like, today.
Oh, boy.
And they get tired of things like quick. Well, I'm tired of this guy being champion for 3 weeks, so we need somebody else to be champion. If Goldberg beats Fiend, will Gleen pop out of a milk box? Yes.
So this was just announced for SmackDown on Friday. New Day and Usos are going to take on Miz and Morrison and Rude and Ziggler.
I'm pretty excited about that.
Whoopty freaking doopty. Who cares? And then a Moment of Bliss. We're going to have that with the Bella Twins.
Yes.
So I don't know what that's for, but that should be fun. Moment of Bliss with the Bella Twins.
For the number one contender.
Well, it's not like they're returning for anything.
WWE fans suck sometimes. That's why I wanted Seth to beat Bray. Oh, they should have had him beat Bray. See, everybody's like, the thing is, everybody talks about Bray would be ruined if he gets beat. No, he's not. He's not ruined.
Do you see the things the fans did when Bray, like, did almost get beat at Hell in a Cell?
I don't care. You can make Bray, like, you could turn him into some super monster, too, by doing that. I mean, when people do that, it's like...
Okay.
You know? rumor is Goldberg's beating the Fiend. I think it'd be cool if he beat him.
Okay, so I don't. See, the thing is, if you had Fiend get beaten by Seth that night at Hell in a Cell, I'm not even joking you, someone would have set fire to the building.
Yep. And I would have had Seth turn heel the next night.
And then somebody probably would have chased Seth down and tried to kill him.
Well, I would have said
because
if people
that is how
stupid,
invested people were in the Fiend being champ at the time.
Okay, it's a show.
Twitter
Superman got killed in a show, and I didn't go, oh my god, Superman's like
blew up.
I should go kill the guy.
Legit blew
killed
up.
Off Superman.
There were videos of people that were like down the road or down the street that set fire to things.
Yeah, people are dumb.
Like, okay, I get it, people are dumb. But just imagine the things that stupid people would do if the Fiend had been beaten and had lost the championship.
And then you arrest them and throw them in jail forever. And say you're too stupid to be out on public streets because you can't separate a show from reality.
But, see, that's the thing. Everybody takes it so seriously, and which is a good thing and it's a bad thing. Like,
which is why
sadly, Maven is right. Gurnadell's believing in action scenes.
Which is why I said that's why
but
you
this
arrest
is what
those
I'm
people
saying,
and you
though.
throw away the key and go,
if
hey,
90% of the building is throwing all of their trash into the ring and throwing all of this stuff like at Seth Rollins and the Fiend in the ring because he just got beat, people will boycott WWE and be like, sorry bro, you just took the title off the Fiend, I'm done with this crap. Okay, that's all I'm saying though. It's just imagine what would have happened.
Yep. And then they could have turned Seth heel the next night, like automatically. I mean,
I don't think that was such a great idea.
That's what they should have done in the first place.
That might have been what they should have done.
When the fans were doing what they were doing,
I don't really care what they should have done. I think it would have been a horrible idea. Because I think people would have, taken it too seriously and been like, oh, well, Seth Rollins needs to die now because Seth Rollins...
The thing is, anybody that thought the Fiend needed the belt was just, like, ridiculous anyway. Because the Fiend has nothing to do with the belt. He hunts people down. Okay? As a champion, you get hunted. Alright?
Okay, maybe 90% of them would not be doing that. That's a lot of stupid adults. But you never know. People are very stupid. And so, I don't know. I just don't know.
It happened to Kane. Kane is one-time WWE champion. I don't think... I mean, you don't need the title. The Fiend doesn't need the title. To be over, he doesn't need the title.
I agree, but they made the mistake of putting the title on him,
okay, so now you have him lose it.
Well, then you're going to have very angry people.
He's got to lose sometime.
Okay, well, I don't care. Having him lose to Goldberg is not the answer. Sorry, it's not.
The thing is, you could have the Fiend lose and have him pop back up after you lose the match and kick the crap out of whoever beat him.
But people would still be talking about the fact that he just lost.
Okay, and then you go, hey, you people are dumb.
But a great amount of them would act out. The Fiend should have been somewhat like a legend killer.
I thought that's where they were going to go with him, is like a legend killer. Or getting even with people that have hurt him in the past. One of the two.
This is
that's pretty cool. That's interesting. Raven behind the Dark Order. Awesome. All right, I think that we are going to take off. Oh, NWA is doing a show now where, like, they're putting wrestlers that are on NWA that are kind of in independent stuff, like other independent things, and
are they going to announce the Bella Twins Hall of Fame thing this week? Is that what they're going to do? Is that why they're going to be on Moment of Bliss? Because I have no idea why they wouldn't, or why they would be on Moment of Bliss and like be on SmackDown if that's not the case.
That's why I don't think
they got to be announcing something.
The thing about the Fiend is they don't need to have him win, because it's not about winning for the Fiend. I'm just ready for Becky to retain at Mania, and when that happens, you'll never hear the last of it. I told you so. James,
sorry,
James. Going on vacation.
Shayna is going to beat Becky. Oh, did y'all see that tweet from Shayna? Somebody like complained to her and was like, "I can't believe you did this." Like,
yes, the NWA.
Why would you do this?
Yes, that's what it is.
Why would you curse on TV? There were children watching, and Shayna was like, "I don't really care." Okay, tell your kids not to say it. Like, I don't really care. So I'm going to continue saying whatever I want to say, and nobody's going to stop me.
Yeah.
Go Shayna, go Shayna, go. Go Shayna, go Shayna, go. I love this. It makes me believe that Shayna really is going to do whatever she wants to.
Hey, thanks for the follow.
It makes me think she's going to do whatever she wants to, and that it's going to be so exciting.
You came to the wrong place if you need women advice.
I shared the show. Thanks, man.
Hey, thanks, James.
Now we need Vader and Christian and Owen.
Yes, I agree.
I think Vader
There's
should
a lot
be
of
in
people
there 100%.
shooting the Hall of Fame and
Exactly. Monster Gimmick wouldn't care about the belt. Would barely even care about the match.
Yeah, definitely.
That is true.
So, anyway, we are going to take off. I don't think there's anything else we need to talk about.
Peace, peace.
We'll be back Friday.
Woo.
SmackDown.
Yes.
So, yes.
Should be fun. We got those 8-man tag matches.
Yes.
With Miz Morrison, Rude and Ziggler versus the Usos and the New Day.
Right on.
Whoop-de-doop-de.
All right, guys. Thanks for stopping in. Everybody, thanks.
Peace out. I'm tired.
Showing up. We are
Hey,
out.
man, I know the feeling.
And we will see you guys on Friday.
Yes, guys.
Peace out.
Out.
See you guys for UK. LOL. Oh, crap. I forgot UK's tomorrow.
UK is tomorrow. So I guess we'll be back tomorrow.
Yeah, we might be back tomorrow.
Peace out,
we'll
guys.
see how things go tomorrow. See what the show's like. The return is coming to man. All right, here we go. We're out now. Peace out.
Peace out, guys.